never sound asleep. Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die. So come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making moves. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. We're rising, we're falling, we're making moves. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. Come and fly away, come and fly away, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly away, come and fly away with me. Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away.
Gaming Podcast to hit the scene. Class vs. Crass. The mastermind of this operation is Jason Lapine. Class vs. Crass. With the help of his scruffy buddy, 85 to the RGT. Class vs. Crass.
Good evening, all you beautiful people, and welcome to the Crass vs. Crass Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, AJ. Joining me, as always, we've got the Dynamite Giraffe to my left. We've got RGT85 watching some, I guess, the Knicks game.
Yes.
Good. I'm glad you have it on your hat. It really helps. And we have Treon here to complement the crew. He's the latest member of the CvC crew. I can't
behind
go
the scenes.
I can't go. I was trying to go into DK rap, but I couldn't go beyond one, just like that. So,
Ooh, that would be scary.
actually, in my first year at Nintendo Enthusiast with Sean, I wrote an entire DK rap parody,
I remember that.
and we never got around to singing it.
I wonder why.
A little sample.
I wonder if I can still find this thing. I doubt it still exists. I think
I'm
I
sure
deleted
you get a
it.
hold of Grant Kirkhope. He'd help you do it.
No, it was really bad. Oh my god. I think it's here. I have it saved. If you want to sing it.
No, you sing it. It's yours.
I'm not singing it, but I've got the lyrics. It was when Nintendo Enthusiast hit 1,000 subs, and it was the 1K rap. And it highlighted Sean, myself, the Nintendo Enthusiast radio crew, Dakota. Remember Dakota? Anthony.
Mhm.
I think Eli was in here, maybe. There was Omar.
I remember Omar.
So let's see what your thing was. Because we each had like, okay, for you it was he has no style, he has no grace. This guy's got a funny face. The king of Crass, our own Sean Long, dances to the Super Mario Brothers rap song. Hosts look back and the weekend review. You'll laugh so hard you'll be turning blue. Huh.
Wonder why we didn't use this. So good.
Just waiting for you on the bestseller list.
Oh, good lord.
Oh my god. The ending. To trailers, previews, weekly news, bikini babes, podcasts and funds for we use.
Wow.
Because Sean always brought half naked girls on his show to drive viewership. It was kind of funny.
I had to do something.
See, you were ahead of the time. You were trying to make the hot tub trend before it was a thing.
I know. I deserve credit
Yeah.
and money.
It's all
Yeah,
you.
apparently Meters will. He specifically said that he would pay to see a hot tub stream from RGT on
Well,
the last video.
Maybe that
I
can be a 1v1 Patreon reward.
The thing is, I wouldn't want to, because they're not hot tub or bats. They're just little fucking kiddie pools. If I'm gonna do it, like, it's gonna be a hot tub that I install at my house when I buy a house.
I think it would be
yeah.
funnier if it was in front of your arcades, a kiddie pool with like noodles, and you got like the pool noodles, and you got like these like Hollywood
I don't wanna
glasses.
get that shit wet.
Don't splash around so much.
Oh,
Oh,
it's not
fun. You
happening.
can't get in a kiddie pool and just like slowly sit down.
And a rubber
That's what these
and a rubber
women
ducky.
do.
God, this has gone off the rails.
It has. This is a gaming podcast. It's 1 hour. We go over what we've been playing for the past week. Then we recap all the headlines and news, focusing heavily on the trickle of Zelda news coming out for the Zelda anniversary. And so far, it's pretty stinky. Then we're going to be covering a bunch of headlines you might have missed over the past week. Then we take the lightning round. That's where you toss topics, questions, anything we might have missed that you want to talk about. And we call that a show.
Toss topics.
Toss topics. But first of all, I have to show off my latest pins from the My Nintendo.
Mine are on the way in right now.
Oh, they're so
nice.
pretty. These
I
are
got
the
that and the Pokemon Snap bags.
Oh, nice. These are the good ones. So Nintendo was doing the bad pins, which were like, it was like a shitty backing. I don't know what. And it's like a piece of paper that they slide in with like plastic over it.
Okay.
That's the most garbage
So
pins.
those are actual metal, like
the,
solid
the,
metal.
the whole thing's metal. Like it was
Excellent.
like wet metal, and then a press made the thing and solid.
Yeah.
what
Some of the
were they-
rewards are poop, so
Yeah.
What were they giving out for? What was
Uh,
the mission?
the
you
the
just
coins, the platinum coins that you collect.
Oh,
you just have to buy. You have to buy it with 800 coins. That's all.
oh, that's not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, very
If
reasonable.
you want a quick way to get it, the Fire Emblem game, the mobile one, if you link that up, it's got an autoplay feature in it. You just let the game play itself, and it'll just give you coins for each one of the missions that you do.
There's a lot of coins you can get just by going to the websites and finding hidden things. That's how I got my remaining coins.
Yeah.
The Fire Emblem, I did like half the game and let it play itself, and I got like 3,000 coins from that.
You know, I just remembered Sean said he's in halftime. We have his attention. So let's ask him, what have you been playing before the game restarts? You're muted. Sir.
Nothing really. I
good.
got my retro tink in, the 5X. I've been playing a lot of older shit because it looks great on,
Your what? Your
Hi.
retro tink?
the retro
the
tink
upscaler.
5X. So I was playing a lot of like Saturn and N64 shit on the LG because it actually looks good
Ooh,
on
Saturn
there.
would be real nice.
Yeah, it is. It looks so freaking good. I wasn't here last week. Did I play anything last week? Like nothing's really sticking out to me. What came out?
Pokemon
Something?
Snap.
Yeah, we already talked about that though. That came
Yeah.
out like almost a month ago.
What has been coming out lately? Oh, Resident.
really-
You played that already though.
Yeah, I
R8,
already
yeah.
the review for that one.
Yeah.
I don't think any.
So yeah,
What came out in May?
there was really kind of a quiet month. So
Mass Effect. Mass Effect. Everyone's playing. it.
Eh,
Eh,
I mean, I don't hate Mass Effect games. I liked 3. I was the only person on Earth that liked 3. But 1 and 2, like my housemate at the time played them, and like I would just sit on the couch and watch them. So it's like I played it essentially. So it's like,
What about Returnal?
I have no interest in that game.
Well,
I'm tired of roguelike bullshit. It looks hard for the sake of being hard, and no, that's not fun to me. You know,
yeah, I hate that too.
you make one little hiccup and then you're fucked completely. That's fun.
Yeah, that's
Not to me.
like
Not to
Castlevania
me.
3. It's like Castlevania 3.
I mean, no, it's not.
That's how I felt playing that game.
I mean, but that's different, I feel.
They didn't know better.
that's old school hard.
Yeah, it's old school hard. This is hard to be just for the sake of being hard.
Fine. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2.
I didn't find it to be super hard.
I don't know.
I know this is like a whole debate that's going to start.
We've had it before. I don't know how.
I know, we have.
Yeah.
Because you're wrong. It wasn't.
Because I'm wrong. It's hard.
Because
It is known as being a hard game.
It's a challenging game.
Treon loves Castlevania more than you do, and he hates Bloodstained Curse of the Moon too.
There's a difference between challenging and hard.
But I also don't like Castlevania 3 that much either.
Oh, there we go.
Same.
2 versus 1.
Yeah.
Greg, do you
Yeah.
like Castlevania?
I mean, I haven't really jumped into the series. I've played some games here and there, but I mean, I just see it as a staple.
Speaking of Greg, what have you been playing?
Ooh. The Huge. I did play. Anybody play Knockout City?
No.
No, I saw Brett's video on it though. It didn't look terrible, but it's
Yeah.
not something I would want to play after like 5 matches.
Yeah, I actually played it with Brett and a couple matches by myself, but I don't know. It just seems like the kind of game that's gonna be like. I mean, luckily we're able to find matches. I wouldn't say it's hot, but
Well, isn't
I feel
isn't it free for like a week or 2, and then you got to pay for it or something?
I'm not sure. I know I
There's
got
that
it on
EA
Game
stamp of
Pass or
smell.
whatever. Yeah, but I don't know. It doesn't really have much to it. I mean, I feel like they could have tweaked, quite a few things. I mean, you have a decent moveset. You can roll, you can grab the ball with the left trigger, you can dive and melee kind of. You can double jump and float with like a paraglider, but like I don't know, it's weird. Like a lot of the ledges in the game you can't jump or double jump to get up to, so you have to like find these little bounce pads, and I don't know, it's like one of those games where I was unsure whether or not I was having fun.
If you're unsure, you're probably not having fun.
It's free until May 30th,
That's
and
not.
then it's I guess $20.
The day
Oh,
before
that's what
Memorial
they're
Day.
doing.
So you're gonna play the game for a week. You're gonna get everything you want out of it, and they're like, "Hey, $20." You're like, "No, go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
That seems like
I
a
don't even think
stupid
it's worth.
decision.
I don't even think it's worth $20 to be honest.
The feeling you describe, Greg, is what every Star Wars fan described when they went to see the Phantom Menace the first time, and they're like, "I like this.
I think.
Let me watch it again just to be sure."
Yeah.
That one degraded for me as I watched it. So from the time I was like, no, this is bad.
I was like for it. I watched and I was like, why don't I like this as much as the other ones? But it's Star Wars. I must love it. I liked episode 2 and 3 though. Like progressively they got better, but 1 was rough.
Yes.
Anything else, Greg? Actually, a question for you. What do you think of
what's up?
EA games on Game Pass? Because Does it make you go through the EA launcher to log into?
No. I'm sorry. I was thinking Xbox. Go ahead.
Not for Knockout City, but I'm not sure actually.
Knockout City is a free trial, so no matter what you download it on, it's free. So you don't have to. You would download it just like you download a normal game.
Okay, because I was
halftime's over.
See ya. So I was playing Unravel 2.
Where's Elf out there?
This is what we have to live with. So I was playing Unravel 2, which is by EA. Got it through Game Pass, and then I had to like download a new launcher, and it wasn't like understanding what it was doing, and it was just confused the whole time. It wasn't optimal. It was my worst Game Pass experience so far.
It's weird. Like I feel like I haven't played a good EA stamped game in a long time. Like
old stuff.
Yeah,
Paradise.
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a good one.
But I mean, other than that, like I have no idea where their Battlefield series is at. I know there's a bunch of leaked images and stuff, and they just flat out keep getting beat by Call of Duty just because of Call of Duty's competitive aspect to it, and their the CWL, and not only that, they just hit the scene first with the battle royale and everything like that. But yeah, I just like look back through my catalog of games and I'm like, when was the last time I played a good EA game?
Never. 20 years. How about you, Treon? What have you been playing?
Just back into the old grind again. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I'm doing the Korok thing. I'm about halfway through that right now. I did get the unlocks that you said that showed like the treasure chest on the screen.
Oh, nice.
So I'm chipping away at that. And my son has got me. He's got me with the Kirby fever. Like, he got into Kirby's Epic Yarn on the Wii.
Yep.
And I, in turn, like, pulled out all the Kirbys, and I just recently got Planet Robobot for the 3DS.
Yeah,
and
that's
I'm already
really
up to, like, I'm up to, like, World 4, and I'm absolutely loving it. I mean, I just started a couple days ago, but that's literally, like, the biggest thing that I'm playing right now. Just every time I go to put it down, I pop it back up, and it's really addicting.
Yeah. That's the one Kirby game I think I just about 100%. I don't think I managed to fight like the final bonus extra boss. I died on him, but otherwise,
it's good stuff. I mean, honestly, they should just take Triple Deluxe and make an HD collection.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
On the Switch, it would make so much money.
But would they sell it at $60?
Yes.
Would they want to sell it at $60?
If they put both of them together, I would say it's warranted.
I would too, but Nintendo probably wouldn't. They probably want to milk it.
Yeah, they try and break it apart.
You can even put Epic, like if you really want to go hard, you put Epic Yarn. Those
Don't
two,
get me started on that. You know how much it pisses me off that the Switch was out, and for extra Epic Yarn, they put it on the 3DS instead of the Switch. Like, seeing those visuals on the Wii right now, like how beautiful that would look on the Switch in full 1080p. Yeah.
There's so much Kirby that they could bring to the Switch, which kind of makes me wonder why they haven't done more with Kirby.
I would like to hope that we would get another collection like we did on the Wii, which is one of the few anniversary collections from Nintendo that was actually good.
Oh.
I would love for them to do another one of those.
Oh, and the Return to Dreamland was one that was like a late Wii title that kind of got buried in history.
Yep. Like, I'd be happy with Return to Dreamland and those two 3DS titles. Just throw them on a cart and put it out as the next anniversary. And I'm like, cool, I'm on board.
I would pay full price for that.
Yes, I would too.
Sorry, I think I interrupted you. Anything else you've been playing?
I think that's about it right now. I mean, there's other things that I kind of dip my toes in, but those are the two big things because my son is like real big into the Kirby now, so I'm trying to support that.
Do you like toes, Greg?
Yeah. I forgot about that 20th anniversary collection for
he's
Kirby.
going on a hunt.
Yeah, it's a Dynamite collection. Like,
and I remember Return to Dreamland kept getting hiked up in price. Right now, it's even on Amazon. There's listings for $66.
I don't think I even. Oh, this collection. Yeah, I've never actually like seen this physically.
It's got it's got an art book with it. It's got a soundtrack CD with it, and it's got 6 games on there. Plus, it had some bonus like levels from Return to Dreamland on it. It put like 3 episodes of the Kirby anime on there. Like it was loaded with good stuff.
Now I gotta buy it.
There's so many things on the Wii that could come back like properly. Skyward Sword is not one of those. But
Oh, you're getting a little bit of a jump start on that for tonight.
yeah. I guess I should share what I've been playing. Hearthstone finally made it to platinum rank, and now I'm just getting destroyed. Whoever says that game is luck, I can assure you it is not, because I'm playing the same way I've been playing to get to platinum, and now I keep losing, and I'm like, how am I losing? If it's the same deck. Like I use the same meta deck as well, what the meta is. So yeah, playing that, played a bit of Witcher 3. It really slows down after the Red Baron quest. Like I'm in the city and it's just like, okay, let's go. Like it can't keep my attention very long. And then of course the Monster Hunter stuff. But I don't think I've done more. No, that's it. So, speaking of shitty Wii games, Zelda, the Zelda anniversary.
Okay, it is not a shitty game. Okay, let's get that out.
It is
right
not.
now.
It is not a shitty game. I was exaggerating for the sake of capturing the attention. I thoroughly enjoyed Skyward Sword the first time I played it. I played it at a time when everyone was praising it, only to realize soon after everybody started hating on it. I was like, "What's going on here?" I had a lot of fun with it. What I don't think is great is, Mario's anniversary was kind of like, what are you doing? And now we're like, oh, they'll do better with Zelda, and they're out of the gate with pretty much Skyward Sword anniversary. No, not even Skyward Sword remaster, up res. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. The amiibo. So they announced the amiibo last week, which is the most expensive amiibo ever released for $25 US. Not the most expensive
quick travel item in a game ever.
I don't think it's the most expensive amiibo, because I think the Guardian amiibo was more expensive.
Nope.
No?
The Guardian was 20.
Really?
Yep.
That's even dumber, because that thing was huge and cool.
Yep.
Like the packaging was massive. Anyways.
The Breath of the Wild ones were ones where they started to take the price up, because I think they were like $17.99 a piece, and then that one in particular was 20.
Yeah.
But it was a really nice one with the legs that you could adjust and everything.
Yeah. So here it is. It's a beautiful amiibo of Zelda and a blue burb. $25. Apparently it's the only amiibo that's going to be compatible with Skyward Sword.
Yeah. The damn Skyward Sword Link from
is
the
not
Zelda
compatible.
collection will not work with this.
And it gives you the unique functionality of teleporting between the sky and the land at any time that you tap the amiibo, and you cannot unlock that functionality in the game. What absolute trash.
Certain points. That's bullshit. It's bullshit.
It's dumb.
Well, here's the thing I don't get is this was the first game that really got into doing the whole material collection for like upgrading your sword and your shield and stuff. Mm-hmm. Why the hell didn't they just have item drops?
Because that would have been smart.
Yeah, it would have made sense. Yeah. And then this could have been a quality of life improvement for the core game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have faith in Nintendo because I'm a blind believer that they can fix things, but they always disappoint me in the end anyways.
They make their own problems and then they try to solve them.
Just like Sony.
I think E3, they're going to reveal things and they're going to make people like me who are saying bad things right now shut up.
I hope.
I hope.
I really hope.
It gets worse because now you have people scalping the damn amiibo.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
It's already sold out everywhere, and it's like going for $70.
And then what they're going to do, watch, by August, they're going to say, oh, by the way, the teleportation thing, we've added it in as a free upgrade and DLC. They're going to backpedal.
We've heard your comments and concerns, and
right.
We've added it. That's probably the thing I hate most about the modern age of gaming, especially now, is like the scalping. Like before it was somewhat of a nuisance, but now anytime anything comes out that's limited quantities, it's gone before anybody even really has a chance to buy it, and then it's on Marketplace or on eBay even before it comes out for just crazy ass prices.
Did you see the thing that was all over Twitter and Kotaku with the middle-aged men like bum rushing the Walmart for Pokemon
Oh my
cards?
god, I saw that.
And you know what? Everyone was fucking hating on those dudes, but like that just shows you none of these motherfuckers were Beanie Baby hustlers because my uncle used to take me. It's like he knew like the times of when places would have drop. Hold on. God damn you! He knew the time that they would put out the new Beanie Babies at some of the local places. So he would bring me because I was like young. I was like 8 or 9 or something, and I was all nimble and quick, and I could just run past everyone and get to the good stuff before they could. And even if they were fighting, like I'd weasel my way in. Like if shit's. Here's the thing about that. You are getting up in the morning. You're getting in your vehicle. You are physically doing something. You're not buying something online, just hoping to see it. Good shot. You're actually putting in work to that. So I don't hate that as much. I hate online scalping where you buy something online and then you sell it online and you've literally done nothing. Whereas if you're going out there, you're waiting in lines, you're pushing, you're shoving people, you're shanking people. Yeah, It's a little different.
It's definitely different. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my best friend in the 90s, like when they did the reboot of the whole Star Wars figures things, like he took me with him. He knew people at like Toys R Us and stuff. So when the new drops would come of like cases of the new Star Wars figures, he'd go to the back and like talk to the guy, and they come out, and he would check to make sure that all of them were in perfect shape. I was like, "What the hell are you doing, man?" He's like, "I gotta get my Star Wars figures."
Yeah, especially now, like
God
all
damn
the
it!
bots that just like auto add to cart and then buy it, and no like regular person has a chance to even purchase it online. I've been trying to buy the same video card since November, and every time it comes into stock, I mean, whether it's Best Buy, even Staples, the office supply chain has them, but I mean, they get sold out almost immediately, or like it says like on Best Buy, like, allocating stock, wait 1 moment, and then it just says sold out. It's like, fuck this.
This is how I kind of got like less materialistic. I used to collect things a lot. Like I'd love like going out, hunting stuff down, building collections, but I never really got into the whole, like, as soon as things got like started being scalped, I kind of got out of that really quick. Like when Amiibo first started, I was like, oh, I'd love to get all of them. And then like it started, right? That's like when I was really getting aware of the problem, and I'm just like, I don't want to compete in this market. And I just kind of like a switch went off, and I was like, I never need to buy anything. So like whenever I see something cool announced physically, I'm like, if it's available after a month, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
And that's part why I don't buy physical too. just
You see
anything
that
physical.
Limited Run announced Double Dragon 4.
Yeah, I saw you were pretty thrilled about that.
I have literally been asking for that forever. Like even go! Oh!
You said you never saw Unadulterated Joy before on this guy.
What am I trying to say here? Oh yeah, like even who's that guy that JP Switch Mania? And he started like his own physical company. I was like the second he did it, I was like, yo, you gotta get me Double Dragon 4. And he was like, oh, we'll try to. I was like, no, you gotta do it because no one else is gonna do it. And then fucking they announced it, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. That's awesome. I'm probably gonna be the only one who buys it, but whatever, I don't care.
You'd be surprised. Didn't they just announce a Mega Man? Are they the ones behind Mega Man?
Wily Wars for the Genesis.
I feel like they're tapping into some bigger and bigger IPs lately.
Yeah, they did Wily Wars. They're also doing Double Dragon Neon, which is pretty cool.
Fucking great game. Love that game.
Did that Castlevania package come out yet?
Pre-orders? And it's run until next month.
Oh.
Because they do it's usually like a month plus of like a pre-order run where they just let people order as much as they want, and then they package up and take forever to actually manufacture and ship them.
Oh, that's so pricey. I'll have to think about it.
Come on, you want to do it.
I do want to do it, but I don't want to spend that money. I just bought air conditioning. Finally, priorities.
What?
What do you mean?
What do you
Like
mean?
you got central air or like a window unit?
Like I'm fixing my AC unit after 6 years. I'm finally getting AC. It's coming
You
in
went
Friday.
without AC for 6 years.
Yeah, that's why if you watch my videos, as I
is it
shoot them in the summer, I'm sweating more.
Do you have a house or a condo or an apartment?
It's a townhouse.
So you have central air?
Yeah.
Why not just get, like, was it a money thing or?
No,
Because they
Can you
sell
not
like
fix it
portable
yourself?
units and stuff.
I just figured I'd tough it out. Like I never thought it was really that worth it for a few hot days. It was
Are you an alien? What?
there was a time humans lived on this planet before AC, sir.
Yeah, it's called the Dark Ages.
Remember that hotel, Greg, in LA, the
Oh, my
Little
God.
Tokyo Hotel or whatever that had no AC?
That was awful. I had to peel myself off my bed every morning.
So-
Like, Eric, are you up?
That was gross. So there was a big team of us from enthusiasts who were supposed to, I probably shouldn't have name dropped, but there was a big team who were going to go to E3 a couple years back. And I was in charge of like setting up logistics for the team. And they gave
You booked that hotel?
they gave me a
you
very
asshole.
small budget. They're like, I'm like,
I remember this. I remember you showing me pictures. It was right near the place, but it was like a fucking hole in the wall. And I was like, you're going to die there.
So
Part is the shower was like
it was a shared shower too for the whole floor.
out of your room, and it was like faced like some open like alley area, and that's where the shower was, like outside of a hallway somewhere.
So I had, I think, 12 writers, and they're like, here's your budget. And there was no way I could get any kind of room. So I found this place. It looks safe. But the downside was there's no AC. I'm like, well, there are fans at least. So we had fans. But everyone got 2 writers per room. And man, it was hot. But so many great memories.
Oh yeah,
There was some there was some good food in there.
blast.
There was also a
Yeah.
lot of homeless people, and one guy was on his phone, one of the writers, and a homeless person's like, what did he threaten him with? Like, better keep an eye on your apps or something.
Oh yeah. It was in
So what
the,
you're
like,
saying
little
is if we
store,
ever
too.
do anything with the podcast for like traveling to like convention and stuff, don't let you book anything.
Well, no,
I'll take care of
I'd
it.
probably put a bigger budget behind it. So
I mean, hey, I got us that nice ass Motel 6. That was the fucking nicest Motel 6 in the world.
I forgot I went in a motel with you.
That was the nicest Motel 6 I have ever been in, and I grew up poor, so whenever we go on vacations, we stayed a lot in Motel 6s. I remember one time at a Motel 6,
Oh boy.
God damn it, like the toilet clogged,
Did
and
you
it
clog
just
it?
overflowed everywhere. It was fucking terrible.
It was a nice motel. There was AC. There was a pool. I was surprised.
Hey, I know the ins and outs.
I was also surprised. I have to say, as much as I like to make fun of Sean, he is actually a very pleasant roommate. He's very clean. He keeps to himself. He's quiet. Showers regularly.
I shower like twice a day. I don't know where the stigma of me stinking comes from. I literally shower. Because I can't function unless I shower. So I literally shower like before I work, and then I'll probably work out or something. God damn you. And then
And he smokes outside
night.
too.
yeah, I smoke outside. I don't want to smell that shit. And then I'll take a bath or a shower at night to wind down.
Not even last
Leave
night.
out.
Okay, back to our Zelda. I don't know
To
how.
the show. I mean,
Well, how did we get into motels? But
Jason, go to sleep. I'm gonna rub one out.
wow. In other Zelda news, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity has announced its first DLC where you can get Link in his Guardian suit.
Hey.
Yeah. It's so boring. It's so lame. What are you doing, Nintendo? Please come with some guns next month. Okay, let's go in.
They haven't really outlined. I mean, there's more stuff that's going to be in it.
That's why I'm saying I'm pretty sure at E3 we're going to see more stuff.
I'm almost positive this time that Robbie and Purah are going to become playable characters
Oh,
in the
for
game.
sure. The model's
Yeah.
already there, so.
Yeah.
For those who haven't seen it, here's the picture of the Guardian armor. It doesn't even look
I
good.
mean, it looks okay, but it's nothing.
Like, I don't want to dress like that, honestly.
I thought that was unlockable in the game. I didn't even know it was going to be behind a paywall.
It's the hat. I don't like the hat.
Mm.
It's a little
Like a
too
monocle?
It's too coney.
It's purely cosmetic because the armors don't do anything for you.
In other Nintendo news, more and more evidence is pointing to Samus being in Fortnite. The latest.
I knew this.
So it's going to happen. I've been saying it since December. It's going to
Fuck
happen.
that comic.
All right, where's the comic? Let me get the picture up.
Oh man.
Dang.
Where is this comic? Netflix, Devolver, EA. Oh, here it is. So I don't know where. Oh yeah. So right now they're doing like a DC thing in Fortnite, and there's a comic with a mural. Look at ignore the characters in the front. Look at these designs in the mural. Don't these look like Ryu, Chun-Li? And who could this be if not Samus? Like, come on.
I mean, it could be anyone.
Who has balls for shoulders?
I'm with Sean on this one.
If the 2D game rumor that it's actually done is true, that's probably going to be around the time that they'll announce it to go hand in hand with that.
Please, 2D Metroid. Put Metroid in Fortnite. I'll go buy her and put Samus in Fortnite. I'll go buy her in Fortnite as well. Master Chief already had his turn. Wait. No, that doesn't look like anything like Master Chief.
Oh, he looks like Master Chief.
No, he's got the bald shoulders.
Yeah, he's got shoulders like that.
He does not.
You're lying to yourself.
Yeah, no, there's that's kind of Master Chiefy.
Master Chief holding his never had balls on his shoulders.
You don't know that. You don't know what he does in his spare time.
Those are some big alien balls, man. Look at these shoulders. They are lean. They are sharp. They are not spherical in any way.
Two spherical objects right there. I'm looking right at him. Totally Master Chief.
Master what? Something else? Anyways, other news.
Get your little disappointing part on here about Hollow Knight.
We're getting to it. So
that made me smile so big when I saw that. Oh my god. I was like, yes.
It's okay. I'm okay with it. It's going to be a really good game when it launches, and I will buy all the physical editions.
Oh, you didn't like physical edition? Yeah.
I honestly look at my Hollow Knight. It's back there, by the way. I have the Hollow Knight Collector's Edition. And every time I look at it, I'm like, what prompted me to buy you? Like, there is nothing I like in that box besides the game. And I already have the game on all the consoles. And I was like, why did I buy this? This was the most spontaneous, useless. But like, I don't even like, it came with a brooch, and it sucks. Like, it doesn't even stick on my shirt. It's tacky. It's gross. I don't know.
Take it off your hands. Give it to me.
No, I'm keeping it. Something just went. A sound alert just went off, but I can't see what it was. So if someone put an alert, stand by as I look up what's happening. Anyways, other headlines you may have missed. Time Splitters fans rejoice. Yes. Apparently there's a new Time Splitters game coming out. That's a big deal.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I adore Time Splitters 1 or 2 and 3, so I've wanted this for so long.
Very good series. Rebound. Let's go. Come on. Let's fucking step on their throat and crush them. Kill them. Kill them.
It's basketball you're watching, right?
Yes. I want death and murder.
He's watching
you want murder
the World Series of Poker.
Or like a Hearthstone tournament.
Game is exhausting me.
I can tell. When was the last time a Time Splitters game came out? I know nothing about this franchise. I feel like I say that so much.
Future Perfect.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there a market for a Time Splitters game in 2021?
It's a first-person shooter. I don't see why not.
Yeah, aren't we all over those?
It's a fun first-person shooter. It's not like it doesn't take itself seriously. So.
What is its gimmick from the other?
Well, it's from the guys who made GoldenEye and the original Perfect Dark.
I don't know.
Its
that
gameplay
team
is no. That team is good. The Perfect Dark Zero team is shit.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I'm still like, oh, Perfect Dark Xbox Series X. Interesting. Like, I don't know. It's hard for me to get super excited when the people. God damn it! Terrible possession. When the people involved are no longer there. Fuck him! Fuck him in the ass!
That's some crazy
Jay,
Tourette's.
If you ever get a chance, if you play Time Splitters 2 or 3 in particular, you will play like the first mission and immediately be like, okay, this feels just like GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, like the old ones, in a good way. Like, it's been advanced, smoother frame rate and everything, but the mission structure, the gameplay, very similar to those.
What do I need to play it on? Like, what's it available?
PS2, Xbox, and GameCube.
And it was never remastered?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Which I'd be fine if they gave us just a remaster of those two.
Right. Well, if they're working on a new one, I assume they're going to put out a remaster.
Yeah. Well, who's the publisher again? Deep Silver? Or...
Yes,
Yeah,
Deep Silver.
Yeah. And I think they have done like some re-release stuff in the past, so it would make sense.
Other
I think
headline.
they bought it by Cope Media or something like that, or are they under the... Yeah.
I'm more impressed they got the original team back as opposed to just dumping it on some no-name.
Other headlines you may have missed. Hollow Knight Silksong will not be at E3 2021, to nobody's surprise.
Can you say that again? I didn't hear you.
The Hollow Knight Silksong will not be at E3, sir. It will be released after in July.
Oh man. It's a
Next,
shame.
next up, the Apple. Like, I've got games to play, guys. It's not like I've been begging and asking for this game to come out. I've just been quietly waiting, and when it's ready, it's ready. The Apple versus Epic lawsuit has sparked Xbox Game Pass. Oh, I didn't want to cover this, but Xbox Game Pass on Switch rumors again. I mean, this is the hollow rumor that just keeps on going. Will we get Xbox Game Pass on Switch? I mean, probably eventually. It kind of makes sense, but it's not a thing until anybody announces it. EA has insisted it will not be turning Codemasters into another Electronic Arts studio.
Okay.
They have a goddamn graveyard behind them in terms of studios.
They really do.
I'm sure EA, sure, whatever you say, Codemasters will not get the EA touch.
I feel really bad for fans of Codemasters because
Well, I mean, they're good. Like, they make some
Yeah, they
excellent
are.
racing games.
I remember them for Dizzy's
They
Treasure
did-
Island.
Yeah, they used to do. But, like, they did Grid, which is awesome. Dirt was really fun.
series is good.
What else do they do? Let's see. I mean, they've really only done mostly racing games. Oh, they did Overlord, Minions, and Dark Legend, and Overlord 2. I like the Overlord games. Overlord was fun. Oh, they did Turning Point Fall of Liberty. Did anyone play that game? I remember it was a first-person shooter on the Xbox 360. It was so fucking bad. And I bought it for like 50 cents when I worked at GameStop. I probably didn't even buy it, but I had it from when I worked at GameStop. And like sometimes like me and my buddy would just be sitting there like on the couch like watching TV or something. I'm like, yo, did you just hear the fucking news? He'd be like, no, what? I was like, dude, Liberty has fallen. And like that was just a joke that we would make all the time because the game was so bad. It had a cool premise. Like it was like what if Germany won World War II and you were in like 1940s New York City during a German invasion when they're taking over and they're putting up all their shit on it. So like the premise sounded fucking awesome, and then you played the game and you're like, holy shit, this is terrible.
Yeah, it looks slow and clunky.
That's a company that seems to have like a very varied, diverse history.
Well, they're a British company, I believe, or at least European, because they did like the Dizzy games, which were very popular in Europe, like on like the computers and bullshit there. God damn motherfucker.
This podcast is rated M for mature.
I make sure to mark that for the audio version
Great.
because they specifically have a clean or explicit tab whenever I go to upload it, and I always mark explicit.
Thanks for making this place explicit, Sean.
Shut up. Don't blame me, blame the Knicks.
Okay, thank you,
Come
Knicks.
on, Obi. Come on, Obi. Oh, you bum.
Well, they've done nothing but F1 and Dirt pretty much the last
Yeah.
few years.
What do you guys think EA is going to do with them?
Murder him.
Turn them into another bullshit
Cash.
studio.
Another Need for Speed company to just crank out more that nobody cares about.
And then a live or a games for service model.
Yeah. And then eventually liquidate them because that's what they do with all their companies.
Yeah.
James Pond. Those are classics.
I'm surprised that I don't know, maybe they got some balls, Respawn does, but I'm surprised they haven't pressed them for. I mean, I feel like that's like the one good studio that they have relationships with that they haven't burnt that bridge yet.
Yeah, Respawn's good.
Well, I think they had some sort of like when that whole deal happened, Respawn is still separate from them.
Oh,
So
yeah?
EA can't really do much with them. It's kind of like
Good.
God, there was another company Bungie did it as well. When Bungie went to Activision, they specifically had clauses in the contract so that Activision couldn't take them over, and they had a chance to break off from them.
I remember that.
Yeah.
It's the way to do it, honestly. With some of these larger companies, got to protect yourself.
Especially if you get in
Nope,
bed with someone like Activision or EA.
Yeah. I think we got to bring Sean to like a live NBA game one day. Just see what he's like in the crowd.
I'm terrible. I remember I was at a Charlotte Hornets game. They might have been the Bobcats still at the time, but it was Steph Curry's rookie season or second season, and Steph Curry went to a small college in North Carolina. So he's playing for Golden State, who the Hornets Bobcats were playing. And the row of people in front of us were all Steph Curry fans. And I lost my shit on them. I remember it was me, my buddy Rob, and my dad. My dad came into town and took us. And I was like, are you at a fucking Bobcats game? Are you at a fucking Golden State game? Shut the fuck up with this Golden State. Like, I went all, It was bad. Pissed me off.
Wow.
Fuck you.
Sir, will you calm down? The kids are only 5 and 6 years old.
I would just be like eating the popcorn like slowly.
To support the team, not some player who happened to play who went to a college nearby. Wow, that's cool. Like, no, get out of here.
They can go there for whatever reason they want.
And so can I.
Yes, it's a free country. Isn't that the whole point? Next up, Devolver Digital is reportedly going public with an IPO at around £1 billion of bullshit. No, $1 billion British pounds. I believe it.
Good for them. I mean, they've been a smaller publisher for quite a while.
It's kind of, I think, telling of if you look more into the bit. So a lot of these larger public companies have been sucking up more and more indie studios this way. Devolver, I think, is the biggest, or the one that stands out as the one that kind of started from small and made their way big. But it's a strategy we're seeing more and more, and I don't know if that means better games for us or if it means anything for us, but
I think
hey.
Devolver is still kind of a niche company, though, because when you look at their games, you know, they're not really big.
Oh, so Jason, IPOs, basically they're going to be listed on the stock market. So you can be a investor of Devolver Digital.
Yeah.
Once they,
I'm not. Oh, God.
And an IPO at $1 billion just means the company is valued at £1 billion. So depending on how many shares they get, that's how much a share will be. So if they have 2 shares, well, that's 500 million pounds a share, which it would never be that. So you can be an owner of Devolver Digital potentially if they do this.
Good for them. I like seeing these smaller publishers because that's what we used to have back in the day, and that's why we had so many different games. Now we've only got like a couple monolith third parties that control everything outside of the indies.
That's a good point. You know, we've always said indies is where the diversity is at. So if those things get more of a voice, those companies get more of a voice, and it's no longer indie, it's just more publishers and more of a diversification of the field. I agree with you.
People are playing
indie. Used to
indie.
get a lot of those, like, you had your indie, you had your big AAA, and then you had those like B tier titles in the middle.
Yeah.
Where, you know, they released them for like $40 or something, but that's where you got a lot of franchises that are now held in high regard.
Yeah.
I miss the middle. I call them middleware games. I
Yeah.
miss middleware.
They did put out Katana Zero, Ryan.
That was probably their biggest game.
No. Katana
What?
Zero?
Okay. Go on. What else has Devolver done that's bigger?
I'm thinking.
Critical appeal, sale appeal.
what
God,
about-
you fucking white bastard!
What about the banana?
Stupid European.
Ape Out? The Pedro?
Ape Out?
My friend,
Yeah, that was
Pedro or whatever.
my friend Pedro was pretty big.
my friend
too.
Pedro was not bigger than Katana Zero.
I'm
Was
thankful to him
Enter?
for Carry On because I
Oh,
absolutely
Carry
adore
On.
that game.
Carry On was
Okay, Carry On is probably their biggest.
Didn't they make Gungeon or publish Enter the Gungeon?
I think so.
Yeah, they've had they built their reputation on a game before Katana Zero.
Oh, they have Serious Sam.
I didn't say they hadn't.
Messenger, that's another one. But
Yeah,
the
they
thing
published
is,
the Serious Sam series.
yeah, they published a lot, but they didn't necessarily develop. I don't think they actually develop anything, do they?
I think they provide support, but I don't think they do much development on their end. They're mainly a publisher.
Yeah.
Yeah, But I find them interesting just because, I mean, they're a publisher, but they're essentially the middleman. And they always choose like these weird, obscure titles to put out. And yeah, some of them do well and some of them don't. But like, I mean, I don't know. Like, even for my friend Pedro is getting made into like a CG animated.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a series, but I only found out about that because I was looking at the what's it Resident Evil Infinite Darkness.
Oh
The
yeah,
series
the
coming to
Netflix
Netflix.
series.
Yeah, the same studio that's working on that is working on this other one.
You know,
Or,
it's
my friend Pedro.
what's interesting from a business standpoint is traditionally the publishers held all the cards. If you did not have a publisher, you could not make a game, you could not develop a game. And this is what happened in the early 2000s is when all the platforms became more accessible, all the tools and the platforms became more accessible. Developers were able to bypass publishers and go at it themselves, which is what created this inundation of indie games. And publishers became less and less relevant. But now, as there are so many indie games being released every week, publishers are like coming back into the picture of being monetary support, advertising support. And like when you start allying yourself with a publisher that your game like aligns with their brand, like it starts having a fit. But it's a whole different dynamic where it's not, hey, publisher, will you please like approve my game? It's, hey, publisher, I think my game fits your family of games. Let's launch it together and profit.
Yeah. Also, I absolutely love their takedown of the whole E3 and industry stuff when they do their little directs.
Yeah.
They're hysterical the way they just rip into how stupid the whole event is.
I think they're announcing 4 games this year
Oh, yeah.
during
I'm on
E3.
board.
Yeah, they've really nailed their brand to like stand out and just be completely unapologetic. In other headlines you may have missed, Netflix is reportedly eager to expand into video games, so now you can game and chill soon, potentially. I could see it happening, and I could see it flopping. I don't think Netflix will.
Well, they did that one game.
The Stranger Things one.
Oh yeah, that I didn't even think of that one. They also did whatchamacallit. What was the stupid game based on the Netflix show?
The blind one where you pick
No.
choices.
Wizards had like wizards and shit.
Oh, the one from Del Toro.
Dark Crystal. The Dark Crystal.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. I was thinking of the other one that they do with them.
But this sounds like Netflix doesn't necessarily want to publish games or develop games, but use its platform as serving games.
No, I think it's more they want to expand their IP into the game.
Yeah, I think because you got to look at them. They have a ton of IPs now.
Yeah. If it's an IP, that would make a lot more sense.
I just wonder if it's going to be more stuff like that Bandersnatch, the
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Black Mirror.
No, I mean that's more of like that's more like DVD function, just selecting like yes or no questions.
Yeah, but I
and stuff.
think they're working on another interactive one like that.
Speaking of DVDs, did you know that you could save your Wii U games to DVDs, including your digital games? Did you know?
I actually watched it. It's really impressive. You have to use specifically DVD RAM disc.
I had no idea this was a thing, and I'll pull up the video because it's worth. Well, we're not going to watch it all, but basically, you take a DVD rewritable drive, plug it to your Wii U. The Wii U will format the disc, and you can save your digital games to a DVD.
As I said, you specifically you can't use a DVD R or a DVD RW. It has to be a DVD RAM.
Right.
Because basically the Wii U formats it, but once it's done, you can back up your eShop titles on there.
But then you can't put the disc in the Wii U to play. You'll always need to use this external hard drive or external disk drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's better than nothing. God damn you.
Honestly, like a disk drive like this is what now, like $20-$30?
Oh yeah, they're cheap.
So it's super
And
cheap.
just the discs are a little bit more expensive because they're a specialized disc, but even so, it's a good way to back up your eShop titles for when they inevitably shut that down.
I'm actually curious how much a DVD RAM costs. So blank DVD RAMs on Amazon, you can get. Oh, that's expensive.
Yeah, they're more expensive than a standard disc.
You get 3 for $50. Blah.
You
Okay,
can
you're
find
looking.
ones that are
No,
cheaper
I'm
than
looking
that.
I'm looking at 3 for $8.76.
All right.
Almost
Yeah.
5 gigs.
Go with those ones. You could probably buy a bulk from like a warehouse or something.
Yeah, here's a 3-pack for $9.
Okay.
Come on, Jason.
That's better.
Jason.
This is why I don't
I gotta take a whiz.
whiz away. All that stress and excitement, eh?
Oh, I drank a big thing of drink too.
Jesus.
Okay. Okay. In other news you might have missed, we've got the Falconeer Warrior Edition takes flight on PlayStation and Switch this summer. Was there
Yay.
something you like specifically of this game worth mentioning?
Well, it's also getting a physical release, which I thought was cool.
Okay.
It's a smaller indie style title because it's all developed by one guy.
Oh, really? It
Yes.
looks super cool. I like the whole
Yeah.
air aspect.
I think Wired
Blimps.
Productions, and it's going to get a standard physical release. It was, I think, a launch title for the Xbox One back in the day, but they've since, he's polished it up more.
Mhm.
And it got pretty solid reviews, so, I mean, between it being developed by one guy, it's getting a physical release, it's going to run 60 FPS on the Switch, so,
Oh, nice.
yeah, even in handheld. I've actually seen footage of it running in handheld at the 60 FPS, and it's really smooth. If you've got the new Xbox, it'll do 120 frames per second.
Damn.
Talking about the Falconeer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Have you played it?
No, I might check it out on the Switch though, but I don't know.
Yeah, it looks interesting. Okay, last few. We have Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom is coming to Switch if you are interested in a new JRPG. And also Cruise and Blast could be coming to Nintendo Switch.
Saw that.
I haven't seen Cruising in ages.
Cruise on, yeah, USA.
When are
God,
they
I
going to
remember
hire you?
USA back on the N64.
Yeah. Other exciting things. There's an Ingested animated movie in the works at Warner Brothers. If anybody's interested in Injustice. And reminder that I think Wednesday, is it Wednesday? Yes, Wednesday there is a Monster Hunter Rise digital event.
I feel like they're doing too many of those.
Yeah.
One a month? I
I
mean,
mean, what's the point?
new
Yeah!
it's
Whoa, whoa!
It's a whole
whoa,
new-
whoa!
content dump.
I mean, just drop a trailer at this point.
Well, they did. They just dropped the new trailer for Stories 2, so the same day that they announced that.
Stories
So,
2
what
they're
are
selling
you
too
doing?
hard. I think they're selling Stories 2 too hard.
I just want to see if it'll be successful because the first one wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't? How
Now
much
it's
was the
actually
first
got,
one?
well, that was tail end of that was in the death
Yeah.
days of the 3DS, so.
I
And
wonder if that game sold better than Samus Returns.
It did
Let's
not.
find
It
out.
did not. 140,000 copies.
Yeah, I was going to say Samus Returns
Jesus.
about 500,000.
Fuck. Holy shit!
Top
I'm surprised they're even
selling
doing another one.
the top selling title of the week of October 3rd through 9th. So it was top of the list for a week.
Yay.
But also, this was before Monster Hunter went mainstream with World. So it's a
Yes.
very different. This was back in 2016. So
I think this will do a solid 1 to
Dra-
2 million.
The Dragon Quest event Wednesday too.
Yep.
oh, did they talk? Did they mention what they're going to announce there?
No, but they did say it's going to get simulcast. It's going to have an English translation, so there's obviously something that's worldwide that they want people to know about.
Interesting. And I believe with that, that is all of the major headlines that I have chosen from Treon's list.
We hit
for this-
almost everything, so
Yeah, there's like 2 I didn't mention.
yeah.
Tony Hawk might be happening, another Tony Hawk game. But I
Third
mean,
one?
who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows if they
It's
meant to be one
Activision.
on the
We'll
PS5.
see how they screw it up.
Yeah. So with that, we have some time for the lightning round. That's where we take your questions, your topics, your comments, anything. Pew, pew, pew. Send it over. And we will gladly answer. See, it's kind of like a carnival game. See if you can get RGT mad. Win a prize.
All
Play
someone has to do is
again,
rip on the
and
Knicks
go
right now. So
Fuck the Knicks.
Wait, have you always been for the Knicks?
Yeah, Knicks and Hornets.
Okay, Hornets I remember you being a fan of.
what do you guys think if Koei does Mario Warriors?
I'd buy it.
I would like that.
Yeah, I'm on board.
I would love to swing a hammer and just smash like 100 Goombas at once.
Yeah.
With the sound effects of 100 Goombas. Like, oh,
Oh, it's probably so satisfying.
yes.
I'm
Wait.
more interested in just all the playable characters you have, because Bowser would be sweet as hell.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe get a chance to bring back some old school, like Geno from Mario
No,
RPG.
stop it. So
It'd
he'll
be
never
some,
be
like-
back.
They could do some cool stuff though. Like, I mean, you could have like different Mario skins from each generation. You could have a Paper Mario skin.
There's so much you could do. So much.
Give it to me.
Or could you imagine if you hit the Koopas and then they just start all bouncing everywhere? I mean, they
Oh
would
my
never
God,
do that,
mayhem.
but that'd be crazy. And then you could get in like a
Honestly-
car and like start killing people with the car.
I'll throw out
Ooh.
another one. I wouldn't mind a Kid Icarus Warriors.
Wow, that would never happen.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's enough
2 characters.
characters. Yeah.
Well, if you play Uprising, there's a crap ton of characters in there.
Okay, 4.
True, but
Honestly, I still can't. I do not understand why that wasn't a crossover or DLC or something for Immortals.
I'll never understand it either.
Yeah.
Also,
It should have been like Starlink,
Yeah.
where you had Star Fox.
Yeah, you had Star Fox, you had Mario and the Rabbids. Like Ubisoft, they probably would have done it in a heartbeat, but I don't know why Nintendo just didn't offer it.
well, they can't hit them all, right? Maybe they just don't see all the opportunities.
Yeah, but they could have just added it as a free DLC after the fact.
They
I would
could.
love to see the gods and characters of the Kid Icarus world interact with the ones from Immortals, like having arguments and stuff.
So I
Just wish they
remember,
would have done something else with the IP. Period.
yeah, I remember when Nintendo saw Starfield, Ubisoft's game at E3. That's what got them excited. They got excited about the game and like, oh, put Star Fox in here. So it's very possible Nintendo.
Starlink, not Starfield.
Sorry, Starlink. So it's very possible Nintendo saw Phoenix and was like, no.
It's a good game.
I think it's a good game.
It reviewed good. I mean,
It sold well. They've just said today that it's like an evergreen title on the Switch in particular.
Oh, really?
It's been continuously selling well on there.
It's a good game. And even the DLC is pretty solid. Like, it gives you more of the good stuff with different skins. So they could do it. Maybe that's an E3 surprise.
Probably not.
Especially if it's an
Resident-
evergreen.
Resident
Anything
Evil
that
9
sounds good.
ideas is what someone is asking. It's kind of hard to talk about that without talking spoilers for Resident Evil 8.
True. Greg, did
So-
you beat it yet?
No, I made some progress on it though.
Okay.
I'm about, I think, a little bit more than halfway now.
Do the games
but-
actually go into each other?
Yeah.
There's stuff that carries over between.
Uh,
them,
se-
yes.
7, 8, 9, yeah, a lot. 7, 8, 9 are kind of like a new trilogy.
Oh.
Yeah. Kind
Uh,
of like how 4, 5, and 6 kind of there's some loose stuff that carries between them.
which console has better exclusives for each generation?
Is this
What do you-
even? I mean, is this a serious question?
Yeah.
Which
would-
console?
Personally, I would say Nintendo usually has the best, and Sony second, and Microsoft is a distant
Shall
third.
we go generation by generation?
I would put,
NES.
honestly, you could probably put Sega ahead of Microsoft.
Oh yeah. Hell, in some cases I'd put Sega ahead of Sony.
Well, they're saying what consoles, so that's has better exclusives for each generation. So, like, I think it only really starts at SNES and Sega, or SNES and Sega.
Well, NES and Master System, and then you also had the Turbo Graphics in there.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
mean,
that
you could
competes.
argue the Saturn had better exclusives than the Genesis, even though there wasn't a proper Sonic game. When you look at the variety
I would agree with that.
of games, light gun shooters, racing games, fighting games, arcade games, stuff like that. You know, it depends on how much you love Sonic, but.
Yeah. The SNES really like push. I hate saying that so much out loud, but they push like all of the Nintendo IPs, I think, to the forefront of how we know them today. Like,
Yes.
so if you're into the Nintendo IPs, the SNES. I'm gonna say it that way. The N64 era was not like, although that was all exclusives too.
N64 had really light number of titles, but it had real heavy hitters when it came to like their exclusives.
Right.
Yeah.
So I would give it to N64. Then the PS2 out of that generation.
It took a while for PS2 to actually get some solid exclusives.
But once it did, it was...
Yeah, it was on fire.
It had all the Final Fantasies, so I'm biased. Then I think so what is it? 360, Wii, or PS3? It's kind of tough. I've only really had the Wii and the PS3, and I preferred the Wii exclusives.
It's pretty evenly spread across all of them, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I can think of hot ones for each one of them.
I mean, you had Gears, Halo 3, you had Metal Gear Solid 4, Uncharted on PS3, you had Galaxy, Metroid 3 on Wii, so yeah, it's tough.
Yeah. And then I'd pick PS4. And then I don't know after that.
Keep on playing indie.
Yeah.
No.
Any of you revisited Cyberpunk?
Hell no.
Fuck.
No, thank you.
It's been months since I booted it back up again.
I have not even gone it yet. I'm a little bit curious. N64 was mostly sports. Really? I never associated
I would say
for
it was
that.
mostly racing. That system was flooded with racing games.
It is. I did a top racing list, and everything was like just racing everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, apparently Cyberpunk sold really well, though. So,
Well, of
Yeah.
course, because of all the hype and crap.
Yeah.
well, marketing
And
works.
the yellow chair people telling you, I played it, it's good.
But I will argue that it's going to have an uphill struggle with the sequel. Because people are going to be far more cautious the next time.
Anything CD Projekt Red now is in trouble. Even the Witcher 4, whenever they do it, they got to mind their P's and Q's because they're on a redemption arc. Come on, Julius.
Well, that's what they're
burned
probably.
a lot of goodwill.
They're probably going to go Witcher to get the goodwill.
God, yes.
Because that's like an IP that's so strong. And then they'll come back to Cyberpunk or whatever else they want.
Well, they still have the mobile Cyberpunk thing. I mean, the mobile online.
We'll see.
Yeah.
That's supposedly still coming.
We'll see. I think those are all the questions. Anything good coming out this week? Asked Timothy. Anything good coming out this
Like
week?
game-wise?
Game-wise, yes.
I would...
Monster Hunter Rise DLC.
Yeah.
Man Eater comes out on Switch. I think it's on sale for like $33 on Amazon right now because I bought it.
Did any of you play the Koei strategy on SM Aerobiz Fire?
The which one?
No.
Aerobiz or Gemfire.
I did not.
Romance of Three Kingdoms. They're too heady for way too like just text.
Yeah, I did not. Yeah, we're gonna get into digital event season, which will be fun. Someone asked if I was streaming the Monster Hunter Rise event. If I can, I will, but I don't know yet. So keep an eye on the HeyJ Discord to know if it will. You can join it by going to discord.gg/HeyJOfficial. And that takes us to the end of this week's Class vs. Crass Gaming Podcast. Thank you all so much for joining. Before we sign off, what's happening in your world, Greg, this week?
Well, I don't quite know.
And it's okay if you don't know.
I've been out hunting some more retro stuff as of lately. Picked up a few games this past week. Crash Bash on PS1. I found Wind Waker at a garage sale for a good price.
$60.
The GameCube one or the...
Yeah, for GameCube.
I was going to say, it's kind of hard to go back to that one after you...
Yeah, the Wii U's where it's at.
But yeah, I've been trying to get back into picking up retro stuff just because, I mean, just like the whole scalping thing, it's been pretty yuck. And so I've been posting those on social media and stuff and talking about them some more. But yeah, if you find me on TikTok at Dynamite Giraffe, Instagram Dynamite_Giraffe. I'm gonna post some of the other pickups there and talk about them a little bit more.
Links are down below for anyone for you.
How about you, Sean? What are you working on this week? You don't know? Hot tub. Gotcha. Treon, anything fun in your world?
I'll be converting this to the audio podcast tomorrow. Beyond that, if you want to stay up on the clips, my Twitter at Treon's Realm. That's where I. That I'm also, like Greg, been doing a lot of older retro. I'm just continuing to dig through.
All right. And as for me, lots of Monster Hunter. Well, Monster Hunter Rise on Tuesdays on twitch.tv/HeyJayOfficial. Monster Hunter World. I'm now in the end game. Thursday, I have a stupid monkey to fight that keeps killing me. And digital event probably Wednesday. And there should be a journal coming out tomorrow recapping my struggles with the monkey.
So, when's the switch back to
soon?
Different game?
I'll be making an announcement probably within a month is when
What's that title gonna be?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I will be trying Dark Souls for one stream, but I'm not committing to playing through it yet.
Ooh.
I'm going to try it before I commit to any craziness.
I think you should take on Resident Evil.
I do want to take on Resident Evil as well eventually.
I think you'd like it. I don't think you would like the gameplay. I think you would like the story though.
You should go real retro. Honestly, one of the best versions of the original. Go with the Deadly Silence. Yes.
Yes. Great version of the game.
Yes.
I will consider all of these options and I'll let you know in a few weeks what I decide to do. All right, everyone, have a good night. Until next time, keep it classy, or as Sean would say,
European piece of fucking shit.
Wow. That's what you're going to say to our European audience.
Oh, I love you, Europeans, except if your name is Bogdanovich.
Or as Sean would say,
Keep it crassy.
or as the other two guys would say.
A little bit of both.
Bit of both.
Have a good night, everybody.